There are a lot of things you want to have to really up-level your job search. A resume is a given, but you also need a strong network of people, on-point interviewing skills, and a plan for finding and applying for positions. In the 21st century, another key in your job-seeking toolbox is LinkedIn. Having a profile on LinkedIn is one thing, but to really make a difference, you need to optimize your profile. With a great profile and strategy, you'll be well on your way to finding that perfect next position. There are nearly 775 million people using LinkedIn. They are dispersed around the globe and include many key decision makers and recruiters. In fact, LinkedIn is often touted as the #1 way recruiters seek candidates now. LinkedIn is a tool you can use during your job search and well beyond, since the site is populated by not only job seekers and recruiters, but many business professionals. If someone wants to do business with you, you can bet that they're going to check you out on LinkedIn first. It is important to note that LinkedIn is a powerful search engine akin to Google, and like Google, it is powered by keywords. That's why you need to optimize your profile to ensure the right people are able to find you. Otherwise, you're just posting a profile to a nearly empty room. Let's discuss the top 8 ways and one bonus that you can get your profile ready for the spotlight. As you're probably already aware, every page on the internet has a URL or address that takes you to that page. When you created your LinkedIn profile, you were assigned one automatically, but that URL is long and cumbersome, and it doesn't illustrate that you have a handle on how to optimize LinkedIn. Getting a custom URL doesn't require a premium account, and it's easy to do. Opt for your name. If that's unavailable, try adding a middle initial, meet, or get to know at the beginning, or flip your first and last names. Avoid numbers that might share your birth year. Look at the written lesson to see exactly how to create your custom URL. Once you have it, you can use your URL on your resume, calling cards, and email signature. It will help you drive more traffic to that amazing profile. You have 2 places on your LinkedIn profile to add photos, your icon and cover images. For the icon, a professional headshot is ideal, but short of that, use a professional looking picture that features you looking directly into the camera with a focus on your head and shoulders. Definitely smile. You want to appear friendly and approachable. Your cover photo can really be anything, but remember that people who are visiting your profile are looking to learn about you. And since a picture says 1,000 words, make sure the image speaks to your personal brand. That could be a picture of a place you visited or want to visit, a hobby or interest, or something custom. One of the key ways to highlight your experience and help people find you on LinkedIn is to complete your profile. The site has a grading system, and you will be held up as an all-star when you have completed the major components. They include headline, about, current position, skills, and education. Thankfully, LinkedIn is pretty dummy-proof, so it's easy to populate these areas. Start with information from your resume. On your resume, though, you want to shy away from personal pronouns, but on LinkedIn, they're great to include, as the site is designed to be more conversational. You'll see the character count for each section, which is generous, so don't worry about going over. To optimize LinkedIn, more is always better than less. As you're building your LinkedIn profile, incorporate the keywords that will be needed to find you. They should be in your headline, about, current position, and skills area. Curious about what keywords to include? Think about how people will be looking for you. Keywords should include the job title you want, as well as titles that might be similar to that. Use them throughout your profile to ensure you come up in searches for those words. To optimize LinkedIn, you have to play the game, which starts with creating a network. The more connections you have, the larger your network is. LinkedIn is built on 3 levels of connection. Therefore, your network equals number of connections times 10 to the 3rd power. The larger your network, the easier it is to find the people you might be looking for on LinkedIn. It is also easier for others to find you. Remember that unless an employer has your resume in hand, they're not looking for you by name. They're looking for someone with your skills, and more likely to find you if you have a large network and the right keywords. Also, when you have more than 500 connections, your profile will say that you have 500 plus, as opposed to, say, 432. That shows visitors to your profile that you're somewhat active on the site. Just starting out on LinkedIn? Set a realistic goal for yourself. Maybe 10 new connections a week is good. you'll surpass 500 before you know it. Back in the day, you might have arrived at the interview with a portfolio in hand. This might have included examples of work, awards and honors, and letters of recommendation. Now, with LinkedIn, you can put a lot of that information there and create a digital portfolio instead. Supplemental information can be included in the featured section and under each position. You can upload media of all sorts as well as links. This is a great way for job seekers in creative fields to showcase their work without having a website. Your awards and honors can be added to the accomplishment sections at the end of your profile. And if you have publications, you can even link them in this section. In that old portfolio, you might also have had copies of letters of recommendation. These days, you can keep them all in one place, LinkedIn. Optimize LinkedIn with recommendations from current and former employers, as well as colleagues and vendors as appropriate. You can ask for recommendations from your first-level connections on their profiles, and LinkedIn will walk you through how you know them and provide you with a simple way to prompt them to share some great words about you. Once the recommendation is written, you'll receive an email and be able to review it before adding it to your profile. Keep in mind that the other person does have to write the recommendation. You cannot post it on their behalf, but you can always give them suggestions on what to say. To really optimize LinkedIn, you need a complete, awesome profile, but you can do a lot more than that. As with any social media platform, LinkedIn allows users to share information through posts and articles. You can share something you saw or read, pictures, video, and even a blog. If you are using LinkedIn to differentiate yourself as a thought leader and industry expert, there's no better way than to share information. Check out our lesson on how to leverage LinkedIn for networking for more ideas on how to share information. In addition to talking, make sure you're listening on LinkedIn as well. Like, comment, and share the posts you're seeing in your feed. That keeps your name and image top of mind to your network, so when you ask for assistance, they'll be there to help. Once you land a job, be sure to add that new role to your profile and let your network know. And don't stop using LinkedIn. It's important to keep your network active. You never know when you might need them. While you might not post as often, it's still a smart idea to share something on LinkedIn 2 or 3 times a week. You can also help others once you're gainfully employed. LinkedIn is a powerful tool in your job search, but you must optimize it to be effective. Having a profile is a start, but without some work on your part, it's unlikely employers and recruiters will find you or see the value you can provide. Create a custom URL. Use professional photos. Complete all components of your profile, maximizing the allotted content. Use keywords throughout your profile in your headline, about, experience, and skills section. Build your connections to 500 plus. Add supplemental material such as images, documents, and links. Ask for recommendations. Share pertinent information with your network. Continue to leverage LinkedIn after you land a job. You can reap some amazing benefits from LinkedIn when you just put in a little bit of time on a regular basis.